One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cougars have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Georgia Southern's offense will take the field first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason, and I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do.
You're under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Guys, let's look at the big picture for Georgia Southern. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, and the defense, Dave got him at the 27.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectations for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Let's talk for a second about Houston. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And the Cougars are on the move. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
And everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Overton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Carney. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking for a gap. It's Overton. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Russell. Shoots it to the left. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is on its way. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the option, it's Carney. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Carney. They're setting up the screen. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught over the middle. It's Frederick. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Reed. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and then keep the drive alive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? 1st down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
They go to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Looking to throw, it's Carney. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Let's talk for a second about Georgia Southern. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of...
Turning on the Jets. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Carney. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this offense... rhythm somehow so far no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
The kick is on its way. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Hauls it in. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
And I love love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give on the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page. But when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Got a little space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Iowa State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Carney. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to throw on third. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Reed. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
You start with this kind of field position. If you have to settle for a field goal attempt, demoralizing. Third down coming up. Makes the grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Cougars! And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, in game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again. Last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Back to throw, it's Carney. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell.
Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. And it's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Back to pass, it's Carney. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Quarterback saw a quick opening right over the middle of the field, so he spits it out to his slot receiver on the slant pass. Nice job.
The Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They'll run the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
To the air, it's Carney. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Ware. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation with this one. Second and third and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, give on the inside. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Great job by the back on the option.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Iowa State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Reed. Buys a little time. Fires downfield. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Touchdown, Houston. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, he missed it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
44, Georgia Southern, 0.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. When you've got a veteran behind center as they have, he has to produce more than he has in this one. Big plays in the passing game. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner will be brought down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Skips away from pressure. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the back. The option look. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Pocket breaking down.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. He leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Makes it past the marker. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Cougar! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator.
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking for room, it's Bradley. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.